continuing on about the stuff, about taking that energy, worrying and other things, is focusing on what are all of us, what are we supposed to be doing? And everybody's supposed to be doing, need to do, is going to be different. I mean, I just feel like focus on our season, what's coming up, whatever. I mean, like right now we have seeds we have to plant this weekend, indoor seeds, because for when spring and stuff comes. So we have to do that because we got to keep moving forward, and it's going to be needed. That's how that's what we do. Again, yours is going to be different. But, that's that encouragement I try to give people, is like, just switch your focus to, what do I need to be doing? What can I be working on? What skills can I be practicing? Are you still needing to say, hey, is there anybody in my immediate circle, community area? Because, if things go just all to, crap, and then we're kind of cut off from things. We're talking about worst case scenarios, whether it's soon or later down the road. Your immediate community circle area is going to be your only real connections about stuff for a while. So, filling people out, I know everyone's situation is different, and I'm being sensitive to that. I understand yours isn't going to look like how ours is. If I lived in an apartment in a city, well, I'd be a wreck. But anyways, I just can't deal with stuff like that. But whatever you're accustomed to and you do, sorry, I'm going over railroad tracks. I'm on these bad country roads. I told y'all, it's just like this. This is probably the original asphalt they ever put down. But anyways, what do you need to be doing? What can you focus on? What skill? And I am big. I've said this so many times on my channel. You got to practice your skills, your knowledge, your training, all your type of things now and before you're forced to. And you need to practice those things in all seasons. I want you to be uncomfortable, because you better learn how to get through things being uncomfortable. Not when it's like, well, it's 70 degrees and it's a breeze out. No, I want you outside doing whatever you have to do. Now use your common sense. Don't come up here and say, Casey told me to do this outside and it's cold and I caught pneumonia. I'm not gonna hear it. Use common sense, but you need to be uncomfortable, and everybody understands different. Whatever the situation is, in all seasons you need to practice it. Like, my worst thing is I am miserable during the summer. I don't like the heat and the humidity. I am miserable. I can't stand it, and that is my worst time. Seriously, I can handle being in the cold way before I can that. But practice those skills. See what you need to, go through your preps. Where do you have holes? Where do you need to, or weak areas in your preps? Those are the things I feel like people need to be putting their focus in and worrying about, not what could have. And please just, I hate to say it, you do what's best for you, but just turn off the TV. Sorry, more railroad tracks. Turn off the TV of nonsense. And look, I'm just gonna say it, and they're hyping a lot of things up to cause that impending, oh my gosh, worked up feeling in anybody, in that fearful, or that division, or that angry. They're stirring up all that stuff on purpose. Please do not pick up breadcrumbs and eat them. Okay, just don't do it. But that's why I encourage that. I feel like that's where your focus needs to be. What do you need to practice? Making skills, sharpening, whatever. The list, y'all know the list. We've been through this. So many channels have been through this. Switch your focus to that, especially winter. And we're about to get another cold front. So everybody across the United States, especially this, I think the whole eastern side, Midwest, all over, I believe. I think it's that Arctic purge. We're going to get this second cold front. It's supposed to be worse than the first. I think they said there were supposed to be 3 major winter storms, and I think this is the second one I think it's called an Arctic plunge. We're going to be warmer here in the next couple days. We're going to get a ton of rain for like a day and a half, which we really need it, and then right behind that's going to be freezing. And then next week we have 2 days they're calling for a winter mix, ice, snow, sleet, blah blah blah. I believe it when I see it. But these are just winter stuff. I'm in my car right now. Say the winter, it was awful where I live, you live somewhere up north or something. Do you have what you need in your car? If you broke down somewhere and something happened and it was freezing cold, are you going to be able to make it? Do you have your check your bags, Check your things, not even just your bags. There's certain supplies I leave in my truck that aren't in my bag that I'm going to carry, but they're in my truck if I'm like hunkered down in my truck somewhere or something. And everyone's situation is going to be different. And I encourage people from at least twice a year to go through that and check your stuff. I just feel like that's what your focus needs to be, because, and then I think I can't get off without saying your focus is dropping up. And I've said this, Josh and I've said this, so many people said this for so long. So many people, they're gonna crack mentally way before they would physically. Okay? Now, yes, you need to make sure you're physically, your endurance, and you're keeping up doing stuff. I do that every day. I do exercise stuff twice a day at my home. I'm also very active because we live on a farm. You need to make sure, and everybody's situation's different, your health's different, listen to your body, do things safe, all that. But mentally and spiritually, that more than anything, that sand is running out. You better get your head on right. I know I'm so harsh and brash about things, and you better spiritually be sound. I talk about every day. Read Psalms 91 over your home, over your family, over yourself, over your land, your animals, whatever, every single day. Over your health, everything. That should be number one on everybody's list. I cannot leave without saying that. So again, don't get in a fret. Don't freak out. Don't get in a frozen mode because other people are telling you to freak out. Or the worst case, everything's going to happen. If it does, okay. I mean, I said in my last video, well, you better be ready if it does. You know. So practice on your skills, your knowledge. Knowledge is power. Your preps, whatever you need holes that you have to fill in or strengthen or work on. Don't, like, so many things that people buy different preps or get different things, or just even seeds. I'm gonna have this for when XYZ happens. Well, you better know how to use those things and be comfortable with them, because if emergent, this is the same thing like working in trauma and all these different things. If something happens, you better know that like the back of your hand. It's just like breathe into you. You know how to do it, and you know how to use things. Do those things now. Practice seasonal skills now, each type of season. Make sure your head's on right. Your focus is right, and that is strengthened. And I believe most of that comes from being spiritually prepared and focused. So, again, hope it helps you guys. All I can say, keep saying, don't freak out. So, do the things, do those things. All right, y'all stay well. I'll see you next time.